Good afternoon, Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com here with your Hurricane and Hurricane HD video blog for Sunday, August 12th, 2012. Not a lot to talk about out in the tropics at all, at least from a tropical cyclone perspective. Certainly looks like the eye of something in there, but that's not an eye, it's just a dry slot inside of this tropical wave that used to be Tropical Depression number 7 out here in the eastern Atlantic. Very large tropical wave that was looking like it could develop a few days ago. I still think it will up here in the subtropics, well north of the main development region down here, several days away, and it'll never pose any kind of a threat to land areas, at least not on the western side of the Atlantic basin. And you can still see a lot of dust and dry air out here. Shows up very nicely even on this visible satellite shot. A lot of particulate matter in the air, a dry layer of air just sitting out here keeping a cap on things. And you can tell that even though wind shear is right where it should be this time of year at climatological levels, that's not the issue. The issue is the amount of vertical instability itself running well below climatology for this time of year. The atmosphere does not have the ability to create lift and generate thunderstorms or convective activity. Vertical instability has been well below climatological levels for the entire hurricane season, and until that changes, and unless it changes, not much is going to happen. It'd be interesting to see why this is the case. That is beyond my pay grade, as they say. More research would need to go into what is causing the lack of vertical instability. Yes, I know it's dry air in a certain layer of the atmosphere, but why is it there? What is the mechanism to put it there, and will it be going away anytime soon? Tough questions to answer, especially in what's supposed to be a fairly brief update. In the eastern Pacific, everything stays busy out there. Tropical Storm Hector, as you know or should know, it's formed from the remnants of what was once Hurricane Ernesto, coming across the Caribbean and then across Mexico here. Now a tropical storm in the eastern Pacific. It's going to head on out and then die out over the colder waters of the northeast Pacific Ocean as another system starts to flare up in part of this monsoon trough, this onshore sort of a reverse in the wind flow out here. If you looked at a pressure map and a wind map, you would see that the wind flow is all this way, which is abnormal. Normally you get high pressure sitting out here and the winds would blow from the east to the west, but we have a reverse of that. And that's what a monsoon is a seasonal reversal of the wind pattern over a region. And in this case, it helps to create this convergence down here, this general area of low pressure, and you get these developments, which we have seen off and on all year long. Luckily, nothing threatening land of any serious nature, so nothing really to worry about. Tomorrow, as we start the work week, I'll take a longer look at the rest of the month through the long-range computer models, the upcoming forecast for the Madden-Julian oscillation, sea surface temperature anomalies, things like that. Just a good way to set the bar for the week ahead. We'll discuss all of that tomorrow. Again, I'm Mark Sudduth, my website, HurricaneTrack.com. Always a pleasure to provide these, as brief as they may be this time of year, which is good news, right? These videos for Hurricane and Hurricane HD, and we'll take a longer look at some stuff tomorrow.